Hi Pisces, it's your basic bitch reading. Yes, I changed the name of my channel. I'm trying to be more fun. I'm gonna officially start to grow the channel now. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe so you know when I read for your sign again. Hit the notification bell. So, to get the updates. If you comment, I'll give you a free Celtic Cross reading. There's going to be general situational messages or messages about your current cycle that you're in from now, July 21st, until the end of July. Universe for Pisces, those born on Earth between February 19th and March 20th. Universe for Pisces. For Pisces, please. Jeez, okay. This card fell first. Four of Wands, Six of Pentacles, the Tower. I'm going to take that. It feels right. Feels right. What else for Pisces? God, Pisces, your people are showing up. Queen of Pentacles. It's very nurturing energy. And what else for Pisces? Five of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Nine of Wands in reverse. Waking up from a nightmare, trying to, wanting to move past something that hurt, and yet having a hard time with it. Nine of Wands, you're worried, Pisces, and something's restricting you. Something's holding you back from expansion. Right now, Jupiter's in retrograde, and that's the planet of abundance and expansion. So if something is keeping you from expanding, Pisces, it's bugging you. It's on your mind. You're worried about an impending drought, having a lack of hope for sure. And sometimes with the Nine of Swords, things seem so close, yet something so hard to attain. It's so far away. You're waiting for a better time to invest. But you are thinking about investing. Four of Wands. So fours are foundational. And this is the first card is the signifying card. It's the strongest card. Right now, you really want to focus on celebrating to a large extent. Look, they're getting ready for a party. They want to celebrate about the things in their life that bring them the most joy and make them feel really good. And it's Leo energy, and it's like a Leo summer because Mercury's been retrograde in Leo too. So Four of Wands is stability. And fires that burn around you are going to be really fruitful. You want to have fruitful and prosperous activities. You only want to invest in things that have a good harvest, that are abundant, steady profits and happy returns. That's what I always say about Four of Wands. And maybe feeling like right now they're you're hopeful that you're gonna find your way to that. It also might mean that relationships and partnerships are blossoming, and they will blossom under the cover of a harmony. And then Six of Pentacles is cool, Pisces, because so you're focused on your pentacles, you're focused on working towards a goal, and you're 2/3 of the way there in a lot of ways, trying to be very balanced, trying to be very fair. You may feel as though someone is providing something for you, or that you're a provider in some way as well. And this is Taurus energy, because they can really be super loyal. There's an abundance happening around you, a generosity, charity. It might even you could be that charitable, generous person, Pisces, where it makes your heart overflow. Like I said, you could be a giver or receiver of some generosity. It's helping hands. And wanting, you may be needing help right now You might feel like you have some problems that you need to solve. You might need a little help with it. Could also mean like you're working towards a promotion in some way. You're working hard towards getting closer to your goals. Family members and partners might be sharing their wealth with you. Like whatever your pleasure may be, there's abundance. And you're working on that foundation of harmony too. But golly, Pisces, right in the middle of, this Nine of Swords energy, and in the middle of all this from now until the end of the month is a tower moment. So the tower is just simply a disruption. It's a disruption. It doesn't necessarily mean that there's going to be a breakup or your house is going to catch on fire. It definitely can mean that, but it's like the winds of change, and it always, like, it's a new beginning, but it feels like a tower moment for you. It's a dramatic change, could be just like a new way of seeing things, new idea, new outlook on life. It can be like a great gust of wind coming in from out of nowhere. You're feeling really uprooted in some way right now, Pisces. And I think that you might be fighting against it because Nine of Swords in reverse is a little bit of denial, and a lack of courage. You're having a hard time dealing with something in some way. And Nine of Swords is also Gemini energy. That's 2 and 1. You might just be feeling really conflicted and feeling like it's not a 2. It's not like there's a choice to make, but having a hard time facing a situation that's happening or that will happen between now and the end of the month. And also it could mean like if there's an arrangement or a contract that you're in. I've been studying the tower right now very intently. I've been studying it for the last week, and I've been waiting for it to come up for somebody. One thing I really understand about the tower now is like if you have an arrangement or a contract that's been ongoing, it might terminate. You might feel like you have to so that you can move on to something more prosperous and better. And any interests, like pending issues, you might just say, fuck it, like, I'm not going to deal with this right now. It also could mean like a new partner, a new situation is coming into play. And underneath this Nine of Swords, Pisces, you're just having a hard time taking control of the situation and knowing what to do because it's like, look, it's all blowing apart. But then you've got this Queen of Pentacles energy right next to that. Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing energy. It's a very grounded energy. It's a motherly energy. That could be maybe where that Six of Pentacles is coming from, kind of. Like a helping hand, like someone helping you. This could be a person in your life, or it could be who you're embodying. The characteristics are like very good-hearted, a love of luxury. This person loves to cook. They're dressed very well. They're very elegant. Look at her. She's just divine. But she's also like a friend too, and can be really practical and really supportive when the chips are down. If it's a lover, they're deeply sensual and very comfortable with themselves, and very methodical when it comes to business and pragmatic with all their dealings. They're really good at budgeting. So that's the characteristics of the individual. And either you or another person could be embodying it or moving towards the end of the month. You want to embody this, Pisces, because in situations, this is like a herald of luxury, and wealth and acquisition of beautiful things and wealth that's been earned. You'll spend that money that you earn. And maybe that's what the tower is about. Like, gosh, it could be that we're building a really strong foundation, getting help, but then, oof, something just wasn't quite the thing, and then moving on. It could be this person or you, like you were trying to build towards this Queen of Pentacles, embodying this divine feminine Queen of Pentacles energy, or this is another person in your life that you may have had this tower moment with. It's a maternal figure, someone that you look up to, or someone looks up to you in the situation. But then towards the end of the month, Pisces, you're going to have a Five of Pentacles moment where you feel left out in the cold, destitute in some way. Five of Pentacles can quite literally mean homelessness, destitution, feeling deprived, just like, yeah, left out in the cold. But what you're not realizing is there's a house right here next to you. It's often depicted with like a light on and the door cracked and you don't see it, that it may not be as bad as you think, but you think it's bad. And it makes you fearful and scared. Pisces is going to be fearful and worried about its children or other things that it has to take care of. In this deck, she's yanking him along like, come on, we got to go. We got to find some place to stay. Pisces is going to feel like they really are panicky about, holy shit, what do I do now emotionally or physically on a deep soul level? But I'm feeling like this is super situational for you, not as much of a soul reading. But the Tower and the, having a hard time facing a situation may mean it's a little bit of a soul reading. Universe, for Pisces, please. For Pisces, what is fueling the Four of Wands? We've got the Emperor in reverse. You're feeling like possibly there's a lack of control in some way, and so you're focusing on a foundation. Yep, see, I knew it. So you're really focusing on, like, the Four of Wands is all about like wanting a fruitful, prosperous partnership or foundation that's fueled by harmony, and it's just strong and good in that way, and that you're going to carefully construct it and build it. But what's underneath that is you felt like you've had a loss of control or an inability to rule over your own heart, and you have had a hard time, like these Ace of Cups, like you want this love, you want this abundance, you want to pour into something, you want to start something special, but you might be going about it the wrong way and being or have gone about it the wrong way in the past and been kind of pushy. But you want this love, like this is Aries energy. You want this love, you want this divine timing, you want to start something from the heart, but you know that it needs to have a good foundation that's going to be prosperous and fruitful. Universe, what's fueling the Six of Pentacles for Pisces? That's these two. The Lovers and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so I need a minute with that. So Pisces, I'm feeling like I had to listen to your guides a long time. I'm feeling like in the past, love has not been able to grow for you, self-love, because the Lovers is so often representative of romantic relationships, but it's also self-love too, and loving yourself from mind, body, and soul. And there's some kind of, Pisces, you seem to be preoccupied with a give and take of pentacles a bit here, and where you are right now is like you're really looking at the work you've done, enjoying reaping the benefits of it, because in the past you just might not have poured it into the love with your pentacles in an appropriate way, and have felt bad about that. And it's sort of fueling you underneath, like you want to be more, you want to have more self-love in the situation, for sure. And that's important to you now. You want to love it, and you don't want to rely heavily on others anymore. You want to do it for yourself. Ten of Cups in reverse under this Tower moment. Yeah, something has like wish fulfillment not coming true with the Ten of Cups here. a breakdown in the home. What else for Pisces under the Tower? And strength in reverse is, again, Leo energy. Something weakened you. You might just feel like you're reevaluating and reassessing and trying to figure out what to do at this point, because whatever this Tower moment was or led you to it was that you were just not strong, weren't a good leader of your pack, and your pride got in the way for you, and there's been a lack of emotional fulfillment as a result in some way. I feel like this might really quite literally be about your home, Pisces, not being happy with your home and your home life and the structure of it, feeling like you are weak in this environment as opposed to strong in your environment, not feeling happy, not feeling stable. If it's romance, like you idealized something quite possibly, and it caused this Tower moment for you. Yeah, I'm hearing that really strongly, that there was an idealization that happened. You're having a hard time facing it too, Pisces. Pisces, sometimes you guys have a hard time facing reality because you're dreamers. This is not necessarily a shadow aspect. I think that we should never stop dreaming. Okay, under the Queen of Pentacles, we've got the King of Wands. And Temperance in reverse and the Six of Wands. Geez, Pisces, you're really getting all the tea here. So what's fueled this, what's fueling this energy here, quite possibly, because the Queen can be a little much, an extreme. There might be some imbalance, or with this energy, some imbalance in some way, having a hard time with the fire and the water balancing. It's not about like Libra energy necessarily about fairness. It's about balance. This Queen of Pentacles energy in your life is a little imbalanced, but they're very warm. It's also very laid back. This could be you in a situation, or it could be another person, and then there's another person here as well. This King of Wands, what's fueling that underneath is just this strong, passionate energy, not pouring on the cups, but really ruled by his ideas, looking off to the future, thinking about, like he's always thinking about like, okay, what must I do next? And Six of Wands too, just being like really acknowledged or recognized for your accomplishments and achievements. But in some way, it's also like, I call this the narcissistic card. It's not badly aspected here necessarily, but there's this Temperance in reverse. So there's something about this person, this energy, be it you or someone else, or just the situation in general. It may be very nurturing, but something about it is a little out of balance. Something about it craves recognition and attention. And it's not as much from the heart here. Like, we've got no cups here. And the cups that we do have, we have one cup in the upright. You want it, but the Emperor next to it in reverse. Your Emperor in reverse is manipulative to get that love. And so it's kind of fueled Pisces to whatever happened with that manipulation and to get the love, and just not being able to control it. You're going to work harder on having better control and a better foundation with something, despite the fact that in the middle of it all here, you've had this Tower moment, maybe a realization you're having a hard time facing. And then, again, we've got the fire, we've got a lot of fire and pentacles, but there's the Temperance, it's in reverse here because there's not a lot of water here. Where's your water, Pisces? You're having a hard time. Where's that water? Feeling a little out of balance because of the retrograde. I get it. And then Jupiter's in retrograde too with that expansion. Universe, 5 of Pentacles for Pisces. What's fueling it? 5 of Swords. Whew, what else? And this, the 8 of Swords. Yeah, something's plaguing you. Something's stressing you out. Something is going to happen between, or has happened that you're, or even if it has happened, it's still on your mind if it's already happened. It could have been from the past. I think that it will suddenly happen. I think you know it's coming though. Yeah, I'm like getting tingles. You know, if it hasn't already happened, you know it's coming. And you know it, but you don't want to face it. A part of you doesn't want to face it. You can't deal. But you're going to have to. Because, so 5 of Swords in reverse, like you feel like you're gonna, this 5 of Pentacles moment being left out in the cold, it's gonna make you feel like you personally failed. It's a lot like 3 of Swords. It's an extreme feeling of depression, hollowness inside. It also might mean that you're going to blame others for it, like external forces put you in this situation. I don't know if that's true or not, though, for you. And it's going to leave you kind of bitter. There's some contemptuous there, and it's like you're going to have some self-pity over it, and it's going to keep you up at nights. If it hasn't already, whatever the situation is, I can see that underneath it, this is something, okay, you're feeling like, oh, God, every hair on my arm is standing up. The guides have been doing this to me lately. They're saying they knew that it was inevitable, like a self-fulfilling prophecy almost. Wow, they're not messing around. You've been anxious about this for a long time. You've been having nightmares about it for a long time. You've been preoccupied by it for a long time. You need to take this blindfold off, but you haven't. You've just stayed, you're stuck, very stuck, blaming someone else. Whether it's legit or not, you knew this would happen. Ugh, this is tough. It's tough with these 2 planets in retrograde. Yep, and we got the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So right now the overall vibe is like you're having a hard time knowing where to go next and what to do next. That might be what this Tower moment is about. Let's get some, I want the archangels to talk to you, Pisces. This tough situation, especially like feeling left out in the cold in some way. And this energy here, this Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, and this I deserve recognition, whether you do or not, or whether they do or not. That Temperance in reverse tells me there's an imbalance to what's going on. This Emperor in reverse tells me there's an imbalance, even though this cup is in the upright. Tough stuff, Pisces. Archangels, you are for us, and we are for you. The energies created by Source for all living things on earth that are rather preoccupied with humans. You love us so much. Please, archangels, help me deliver messages to Pisces that can really help them with this situation. They're having a hard time facing something. They're going to have a Tower moment. They might be unhappy. Something's imbalanced, left out in the cold, nightmares. Emperor in reverse. I want to see some of these cards go in the upright, angels, because their desire with this 4 of Wands foundation is good. This is what they're feeling now. And how can they make things better? Here they are. I feel it. These 3 cards right here. You are loved. Know that you're loved and feel that. They always give us pat us on the head advice. You are loved. It's not self-love, but someone somewhere in this situation loves you. Maybe it's this Queen of Pentacles here. It can even be a man embodying this energy because it's slightly different from the king. It's a little out of balance, so it might make you question whether or not you're loved. You are loved, and someone I think has been pouring on the love, or you've poured it on to someone else, and there's appreciation to some extent with the lovers here. So you are loved, and you need to know that. Share your wisdom. Right now, for whatever reason, they want you to share what you've learned with someone else, and tap into your wisdom. Ask for a sign. I don't like to ask for signs very often, and I don't encourage others to. And honestly, Source doesn't really either, but the angels will say to us, there are signs all around us that help us know and figure out what to do. If you're having, with these 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords, overwhelmed, stressed out, chronic repeated nightmares suggest anxiety and being stuck and not knowing what to do, ask for a sign. Universe and the angels may give you one. I'm hearing them. Yes, of course we'll give them one. We'll give you a sign. We'll give you a sign. I feel like I need to pull from this deck as well for a piece of advice. One card, please, for Pisces. Advice for their current cycle. Please, guides, solar system. The High Priestess, they gave me 2. Manifest. Justice in reverse. If something feels unfair to you, and High Priestess is about trusting your intuition when it comes to your manifestation. Solar system wants you to pay very close attention, Pisces, to your contractual agreements. Something might be very unfair right now to you, especially with this Tower and this house. Something to do with your home, possibly. If it's not feeling right, don't manifest it and trust your intuition about anything that feels off or wrong. Yeah, off or wrong. All cats too, feline energy. They want you to trust that. And at the bottom of this deck is the Magician. This is the great manifester. If you trust your intuition and only and don't manifest with contractual agreements of any kind that are unfair in your life, that don't allow for expansion and growth, don't. And when you manifest, you need to pull from all aspects of yourself, your earth, your air, your fire, your water, and your own soul within you. It's very important. Make sure you must understand right now, Pisces, the Magician is always reminding you that it is you and you alone, number one. You're the number one. You are what's going to manifest change. Do not rely on anyone else to do that. Yeah, let's get one more message from the Zodiac for Pisces, because the Zodiac has really been speaking to me last night and this morning for all signs. They've been giving wonderful advice. Zodiac. Hey, Zodiac, wake up for Pisces, please. Can you give us some advice for Pisces, Zodiac? What should they be focused on? Your 6th house, the work, health, and duty area of your life. So even if you're not focused on your 6th house, or this reading, it doesn't feel about the 6th house. I mean, Pentacles suggests a lot of work here. And toiling, you have to focus on your 6th house right now. Google that, look it up. I can't sit here and talk to you about it all day. And manifest is a verb, right? Manifest that shit with your whole body, Pisces, okay? Focus on your work, your health, and the duty areas of your life. With this 10 of Cups in reverse, you may be feeling like you need an overhaul of your whole home life and all your pentacles. Even though it's Cups, like you can't get to that Cups feeling of your emotions and wish fulfillment until you have all your houses in order. And right now they're telling you the breakdown is in your 6th house, okay? Pisces, it seems like this isn't like horrific, but that it might be a little tough right now with this Tower movement and these 8 and 9s of swords. Listen to the advice. It's important. At the bottom of this deck was Pluto. I love Pluto. Your ability to transform, take a big leap forward and rebirth. Yeah. Let this Tower moment happen. Don't fight it, Pisces. Don't fight it. Don't run from it either. Don't be in denial about it. Face it. Face it, okay? Face it. These Tower moments are important. They are what make us human. Let it happen. Transform. Rebirth. Let's look for some rebirth, okay? Plutonian energy here. I'll be watching for you, Pisces. We'll see what happens with your cycle and where you are with it next week. Thanks so much for tuning in. I truly hope that I helped you. I love your sign. I love you, Pisces, and I will see you next time.